that were you?
That sound like
That's me playing that violin.
who?
That's me playing the violin.
Yeah, right.
My fake violin.
Yeah, right.
You weren't expecting that, I know that much. All right, all right, all right. That's what they say, huh? We're going to talk about some WAP today.
Yeah.
Huh?
I didn't say nothing.
You say you didn't say anything. Boozilla don't want to talk about WAP.
The WAP you talking about, I do. Not Cardi B's WAP.
Okay, we're going to talk about this WAP. This WAP. All right, you guys. This is Capri coming to you talking about my WAP and sharing my secrets on my WAP and how I achieve such beautiful WAP. Hopefully you guys heard the introduction. I like the more classical version of WAP, not the Cardi B version. Let me turn down my other version. It's Wealth Wednesday, you guys. Make sure you like, share, and comment. One more. Download the app. Like, share, comment, download the app. If you're on here now, share that button so we can get some people educated on some WAPs up in here. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. Can you, Boozilla?
Yes, ma'am.
Making me sound old. All right. Do you have a WAP? In my opinion, hold on. Let me do my slideshow. The teacher came to me today. All right, let's go over what a WAP is. You guys probably thinking about the infamous Cardi B. Perfect timing for us to discuss WAP. So let me go into it. Oh my God, and tell you what I think WAP is. WAP, the W for WAP for me stands for wealth. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, wealth, not wet. It stands for wealth, not wet. So what do the average person in our community, our meaning Black, brown, look like us, and some of them too, they actually consider wealth being affiliated with possessions, worldly possessions. So the greater or the more expensive your worldly possessions are, they consider that to be wealth. And these are some of the things or some of the trends that I've been seeing in social media, even on TV, even in the movie theaters, even in our own household. Some may say that we are giving praise and glory when we possess certain things, such as these. I personally do not classify this as well. What about you, Boozilla?
No.
Oh, you said that was a hard no. No. No.
No.
Unfortunately, we are judged, or shall I say prejudged, right? And
yeah, we are.
It's some reason, I don't know where this came from, but we're always prejudged based on what we're wearing and who we know, even down to religion as far as what church you attend. Who's your pastor? If you don't attend a certain church with certain status, people give you what? The side eye. If you don't wear certain type of shoes, they give you the side eye. But
red bottoms.
Red bottoms, that's those little ones right there. Do I own a pair of red bottoms? Hecky no. Will I ever buy a pair of red bottoms? Hecky no. Now, will I let a man buy it? Hecky yes.
I was waiting on that.
Now, if he's a man that I see myself building a future with, no, I wouldn't let him buy it either because I'm going to treat his money as if it was mine. So, unfortunately, this constitutes wealth in a lot of people's eyes, but it is not. No. Wealth in my eyes, and Abusi, I'll let you share yours. Wealth in my eyes has nothing to do with worldly possessions and how much something costs. When you're wealthy, When you are truly wealthy, that means your money will make money for you. That's when you've reached wealth status. And let me share with you an idea. Everyone knows Robert Kiyosaki, hopefully. If not, then you definitely need to sign up for my entrepreneurship classes. But everyone knows Robert Kiyosaki and the 4 quadrant. This is called the 4 quadrant. There's 4 sides to it. The quadrant goes, if you guys can see my mouse, I'm not sure, goes from the B, E, S, and I, like a C for Capri, okay? But I'm gonna start off with employee. When you're an employee, you have a job. Are you considered wealthy? No. Why not, Boosie?
Because you're working for someone else. You're not obtaining what you call appreciable assets because you don't have enough funds to invest in real estate and different things that will be considered.
So you're basically exchanging time for money. And I said that when you're wealthy, your money will make money for you.
Exactly.
You have to exchange your time for money. I don't care what red bottoms. I don't care what Gucci bag. I don't care what car you're driving. You're not wealthy. I don't care how many bottles you're popping in the mall. You're not, I'm not mall, at the club. You know what kind of club I'm talking about. You're not considered wealthy. Ladies, do not be misconceived. Do not have that mist. I call it mist when you can't see straight, clear through something. It's the mist that you're seeing. These young men, you know, they have the fancy cars. They have the Gucci belts. They have the red bottoms, just like women nowadays. And some of them carrying the purses too, Gucci bags. Come on, dude. We have to do better than that. Let's go over to the next one. S, self-employed. That means you have your own job in my mind. You're self-employed, but you still have a job, such as a realtor, an independent contractor, a realtor, a barber, who else? Beautician.
Yeah, you're right. Independent contractor.
Independent contractors.
Right.
Some people
of any type.
And the thing is, you're not wealthy when you're in that bracket either, or in that quadrant. If you're in E, you're definitely not wealthy. If you're in S, you're getting a little closer, but you're not there yet. You know, you got to take a couple more baby steps. But being self-employed, don't stop there. That's just the second step to becoming wealthy. And you basically own a job as a realtor. What we say, and what I tell my realtors, you eat what you kill. Meaning, when we sell a house, that's when you're gonna eat. You eat what you kill. If we do not go and make any sales, do we eat? No. Barbers, if they get up and they're sick and they don't go to work, they're not going to what? Make any money. Massage therapists, on and on and on. Let's follow the arrows. Instead of the yellow brick road, it's the red brick road. The B, which is what some people want to call themselves bosses. B is just a business owner. You're still not wealthy. You own a system that works for you. You just own a business in a system where you don't have to get up and go to work. You have people that are placed in your system to make it successful for you, but you still have to what? Get up and manage it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you were to still become ill in the B quadrant, that still would not help you. It's a little better. I wouldn't say a little better. It's a lot better than E and S because the business will still function, but you have to make sure you get up and oversee it. Does it make sense?
Right.
Your inventory can be stolen, money can be stolen, the business can definitely be ran into the ground if you do not run it successfully. I don't care if you are selling a tea. What's the tea everybody's selling? CBD tea, slim tummy tea, make me fine tea, make my hair grow tea, whatever tea it may be. And I see a lot of women nowadays, that's the new, what would you call it, fad, where they get quick rich. You guys don't even own the business. Think about it. I don't even think they own the system because they don't own the actual platform. They don't. They're
working for somebody else.
Correct, Boosie?
That's right.
They're actual distributors, like Mary Kay and Elon.
Right.
You know, and they're blowing this up as if they're really bosses. That's what they call. Remember, I don't use the term boss, but you're still not wealthy when it gets to that point because I tell you what, if Joe Schmuck owned, let's say, Joe Schmuck Get Fine Tea. He owned Get Fine Tea, and say things I sold $1 million worth of tea. Joe Schmuck decided I don't want to deal with you anymore, Capri. I'm done. If he sells the business to someone else, I'm done. He owns that system, not me. So I don't care how much money you make. If you have to get up every day and go earn that money in some form or fashion, you're not wealthy, ladies and gentlemen. That is not what classified as wealth. You may have, you may be living, what was it, Boosie? Have a prosperous life, living life abundantly. It may appear to be rich, but that is not wealth. Dun, 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 dun. There's only 4 on here, so what do you think is next?
Go ahead.
Investor. Give me an example of an investor. Anybody in the audience know? Let me see who out there.
Well, no, not me.
Go ahead, Boosie.
When you're investing, you invest in something. Example, many things you can invest in: stocks, bonds, property. I'm just going to say this because
I'm
this
gonna
is in
say
the Bible.
because I like
Cattle, anything that can make you money and that can meet a debt or a commitment or a legacy. That's what.
So give me an example. When I purchase real estate property, right?
Mm-hmm.
I rent it out. Or it could be multi-family unit. It could be land that I own that I lease.
Land,
right. Do I have to get up to earn that money every day?
No. Because you already invested in it. You still got to oversee it. But
I'm just sitting back collecting checks, or right about now, direct deposit, cash apps.
Exactly.
So when you spend money and the money makes money for you, that's when you're wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Period. If you have to get up every day and go and hustle and bustle, we need to keep going until we get to the next quadrant. If we are at E, that's fine. Take one day at a time. Come on to S. Okay. When you get to B, we're almost there. And you're going to take the money that you accumulate from the E, the S, and the B quadrant to invest. The money has to come from somewhere. I don't want you to go out there and selling drugs or your body or whatever. I want it to be legal money. So I'm not telling you, oh, go invest. The money has to come from somewhere, but that's a whole nother class where you can get a credit.
Right.
You have to do business credit and get business loans. Mm-hmm. But for now, for those of you that are in a position where you have this magnificent idea and you want to create, you want to get a WAP, you know what I'm saying? You want to have wealth. One step closer. The easiest investment to get into is real estate. That's the easiest. Me personally, I am not a friend of stock because I don't like taking risks.
Right.
That's high risk. I'll do bonds because they're very secure. You don't lose money with bonds.
Right.
I'll do annuities because those are secure. But when it comes to stocks, I know dealing with our political environment and just the business and how it's cyclical, at any moment it could crash and you're done. And I don't want to end up like Martha Stewart, getting inside information and try to keep my little crumbs. So that means I'm gonna have to let my money crash too. Because I'm not trying to do no jail time. I don't live like that much. But so now you know how to generate wealth. The next time you're somewhere and you see somebody walking around, you ask them, hey, what do you do for a living? And they tell you, I own a strip club, or I own Papados, or I own this high restaurant, or I own this, or I own that. They own a system. Don't let anybody fool you. They own a system. Now, what I would do is, I'm going to tell one trick on how to become wealthy. You need to be in the right room.
Amen.
Do you guys know? Tell them what I mean by that, Boosie.
That's my favorite statement. You have to have the right connections, the right people that can help you to grow into receiving assets. Of example, real estate, trucking, contracting. If everybody around you is worse off than you, that's the wrong room. You have to have mentorship, people that can help you to grow where you need to be. And it depends on your industry. You have lots of, I'm sorry.
Not just grow, people to invest in you.
That's right.
Yeah, you want to leverage your mind, your skill set.
That's right.
I call it sweat equity. Sweat equity means hey, Jerry Jones, you have all this money and you're interested in investing in South Dallas. You don't know a clue about our demographics. You don't know a clue about what we're interested in. All you know is revenue minus expense equals profit, and you're looking for a particular return on your money. But guess who can help you come up with that plan? I am leveraging my mind, my mindset, my skill set, my knowledge, my business acumen, my experience to the point where I would say, you know what, Jerry? That's just what I would call him too. You know what, Jerry? I tell you what, you and I get together and you can be my angel investor. You're going to be my angel. And I want you to invest in this this business project that I have over here. And there's so many different ways we can structure it. Jerry will put the money up and invest in me, and that will position me to, if I spend my money, right? Take that back now. When Jerry make the investment, I need to make sure I spend my money wisely. I don't go and buy red bottoms and Gucci's and all of that. I want to be like Jerry. So my mindset is I'm with this man. He has almost billions. So therefore I want to learn what he knows. He has something that I want to learn as well. But more importantly, me connecting with him will put me in the position where I can become an investor. Because once we do a few projects together, what's going to happen? I'll have a nice nest egg where I can go and do my own project thereafter. And I can, may not be on his level, one day I will be, but I can find someone else that may be as smart as me in another area and say, hey man, I really like how you know so much about, I don't know, the trucking business. Tell me, how do you make money in that? Oh yeah, man, we get contracts. Well, what kind of return you getting on your investment? And you know what I'll do? You know, let's partner, man. I'm gonna put some money behind you. That's right. You ever heard somebody say, I want to put some money behind you? Those are investors. All they do is go and seek different business opportunities, and they have several business opportunities out there, and they're sitting back at home. And you know what they're doing? Calling me and saying, hey, how's that going over there? Making sure everything is on track so that you can give them their money and more, which is their profit. So you want to be like that. Then when you get to that point and you have it set up to where you don't have to get up, then you can talk to me about having the W in WAP. Until then, we're all ES and Bs. Get some real estate. That's my forte. Real estate, clubs is good business, but land, that's just a diamond in the rough right there. Not many of us are really purchasing land. But
you're right. Investment, I'm looking at it also diversity. Okay. Not just money. You got somebody in the room that got power and connections, right? And so, example, since you mentioned trucking, okay, you got millions of dollars of contracts, right? But you in the wrong room because nobody around you has the equipment, the materials. Nothing. So you got a Jerry Jones, which you got many Jerry Jones in this industry, construction. Yes, we do. Yep. You partner with them, they put you in a position where you make the money and you invest it. And then you know what? An introduction. Relationships are more powerful. There you go. The introduction to the right person, because you carry yourself in a certain manner. Exactly. You exhibit that you are confident and you have a good track record, and you know, you have good morals and you're humble. They will introduce you to plenty of people that will put you in a position where you could be set for the rest of your life, and your kids can too. You just have to be in the right room. Networking. And I have a whole class on business etiquette and networking as well. Everything that I'm telling you, I teach classes on. I'll be honest with you. So it's coming. I know you guys probably like, when are you gonna do it? But it's coming. A blueprint to entrepreneurship. That's what it's called. But in order for you to reach that that fourth quadrant with the I, you must first be confident within yourself. You must too know your craft, know your content. You must master it. Secondly, you must know your competition better than you know yourself, so that when you do come across an investor that may want to invest in you, you can tell him why you're so much better, or why your product or service is more competitive than the one across the street. Why would they buy yours versus them? That's the first thing I would ask them. For example, there's a burger, or shall I say chicken joint on every corner. Wingstop, Chick-fil-A, what else they got down here? Cane's. They got so many different chicken spots, but each one has a different Chick-fil-A. They got different little twists to it to make you want to go to one versus the other. That's right. You have to separate yourself. So if you don't have the money, don't get discouraged. No.
Put yourself in the right room around people that can help you, that can invest in you, or put you with the right people that can help you get where you're going, and then it becomes sweat equity. All right. The next one, and it is part of what Cardi B said. Assets.
Well, she does have asset, but okay, I'm gonna leave that alone.
The first three letters is what her A and her WAP was, but yeah, mine changed a little bit. So the next one, A, stands for assets. You must possess appreciating assets. You must.
That's right.
When you spend your money, you need to ask yourself, is this asset going to depreciate or appreciate? For example, me going, don't get me wrong, I can preach this, or I can share this with a lot of people because I've been down these paths. I've went and I purchased Range Rovers cash, 640 Benzes, 640 BMW, 740 BMWs, Audi trucks, Audi cars, Infinities. I can go on, and we pay cash for ours. So that one time, it was a 640 convertible white with a black top convertible I received for a Mother's Day gift. Mm-hmm. So excited. Oh, it's beautiful. I wanted it. Drove it for no more than 3 weeks. No more than 3 weeks. It hurt my back. Cost like $80-something thousand, and it hurts my back. Are you serious? Oh no, take this back. Every bump you feel, and I said, I'm taking it back. I don't want it. I was spoiled. Take it back. I don't want it. Lost $35,000 that quick. Gone. Everyone depreciate. A car is the worst investment in the world. I don't care what anybody tell you. I've had conversations with people, and they try to debate me on this. And you know what I would do? I just let them believe that 1 + 1 = 4. And I said, oh, okay. Because they're going to have their own perception, and I have mine. And when I know I'm talking to someone that's not on my level, I just accept whatever you tell me, because me trying to tell you something differently is not going to work. But I'm telling you something. I didn't receive anything. When I lost that $35,000, I said, we got to do better than this. This is not going to work. And I'm cheap. I am cheap. So therefore, I started leasing, and there's reasons.
You're frugal.
Yeah, I'm very frugal. I like that better.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You want to definitely invest in appreciating assets. Gold, everyone don't know you can invest in. These are called commodities, and you need to go through a broker for that. So I would definitely go straight to your financial advisor for these type of things. These are not things that are sold on the street corner or at Walmart. But you need to invest in gold, silver, real estate. There we go. Real estate. What else? Roth IRAs, your 401ks, your future, you need to do something. We're not going to be 25, 35, and 45 forever. We're going to get at a certain point where we're going to be old. And definitely a legacy, a family business. Me personally, stock, gold, I love real estate. You guys know I'm going to be partial because that's my background, real estate. The market will go up and down as well, but I guarantee you're going to get your money back. Go ahead.
Can I say something? Okay, look. You have me look over these scriptures. Yeah, everything you're saying is true. And in Deuteronomy 8, all right, the Lord is talking about giving you wealth. Cattle is wealth if you're a farmer, okay? Your ground, your stock, anything that can cause you to meet a debt, and it appreciates, okay? That is a commitment, and like you said, legacy.
Yes.
That's wealth, okay? So, again, if you own something and you can make money from it, and you have invested as trucking, as you said, it doesn't depreciate. You can use the same truck for 25 years if you keep it up, okay? Like an airplane. And so you have to, one thing people need to do, like you're saying, Capri, see, you've done these things.
Yeah.
So you make a good instructor of what to do and what not to do. But the world is so open to, like you're saying, so many different types of investments. But because we have an iPhone, research. You know, the most important thing, people without a vision perish.
Perish. Yep.
You have to find Capri online.
Mm-hmm.
Do the app, because none of us in this world, I don't care who it is who becomes successful, has ever made it without mentorship and people teaching them.
Amen.
And so if you don't, like you said, if you're the smartest one in your room,
move, get out of
get a
it,
new room.
find another room.
Find another room.
My real
But
estate academy, I actually
right,
walked into that because of my mentor over at Cedar Valley.
right.
He pushed me to do that. There was a lot I didn't know. I knew real estate, but he kind of stretched my mind. And here
Exactly.
I have a real estate academy, which later on turned into, you know, the Trevelyan Academy. So there's so
Right.
much that I've learned just by rubbing elbows with certain people. And sometimes in life, our culture, that pride, you know, that comes before what's the scripture in the Bible?
The fall.
Before the fall.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna be so prideful that you're not gonna learn how to leverage relationships, opportunities, and position yourself, you're not gonna be able to get WAP. You're not gonna have it. You won't have wealth. You won't have assets. And last but not least, you won't have prosperity. So the P, which is what the P is for. You must learn how to have the prosperity will come. I'm gonna be honest with you. If one and well W and A is done, these will come into fruition. And there are 4 domains of resilience that you need to have, because you want to make sure you're balanced, right? When I say balanced, I mean from head to toe. You know, your physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental capacity needs to be balanced in order for you to have a very blessed and fruitful life. You know what I'm saying? So we all know what physical means, but that doesn't always mean muscles or looking good.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You must have the endurance, the strength,
the stamina, right?
Stamina to break through certain things. You know what I'm saying? Push through, even if it's just like today. I talked to my mom. I said, I'm tired. I've been going all day. I was over at the Star at my new. I didn't announce it, but I was at the Star at my new office. You know what I'm saying? I had meetings here and meetings there, and I got here, and now it was raining. The electricity went out. I said, Houston, we have a problem. She said, what's wrong? The power went out. So I just was like, the devil, he got me tired. The electricity going out. I said, he's not going to win. I had to push through it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have that endurance. You have the emotional side of it. Man, that'll get you certain times of the month for us women. You know what I'm saying? We're more emotional than men. And you know what? I'll take that back. I've been hearing that all my life. We display it more than they do.
Right.
I'm changing that. I'm not going to say that anymore. We are, because I think they're more emotional than we are. We just
haven't been taught to show it.
Yeah, that's a man thing, I guess.
It is. That's how they're conditioned.
Exactly. So, you know, if you're with the right man, they're gonna try to keep a positive outlook. You know, if you have a good man and he comes home, he can have a messed up day, and he's still gonna say, I had a good day, baby, and not share anything with you.
Right.
You know, and try to keep a positive outlook on things. And that self-regulation for them sometimes can kill you, us also. But from a spiritual perspective, dog, that right there, I hate to say dog, but I'm just about to keep it real. I'm telling you right now, if you don't have a relationship with whoever your higher power is, I don't want to push mine on anybody else, but if you don't have a relationship with God, you're not going to make it. I'm telling you, because man will let you down every time. Do not put your faith in man. You definitely need to have some kind of commitment to your values. Without God, I wouldn't have been able to tolerate others, because it says tolerance of others. To me, that's a form of patience. You know what I'm saying? And I've developed that over the years, but of course I've gotten closer to him over the years. So that's my strongest one right there. If I had to put them in order, and the last but not least is mental. Man, I think I'm slacking on the ability to be focused, because I be all over the place. I got ADHD, baby. I be all over the place. What is it?
Just gifted.
I can multitask.
You gifted.
And I can talk to you doing one thing and doing the app over here, and then and it's all done. And then
gift from God.
I definitely And some people say slow down, but it's like if my brain is going, it's not, because I have a goal and I have a mission, and that's where that endurance and that tenacity comes in. But for me, it would be spiritual domain. Then after that, it will probably be my mental, and then physical and emotional for me. I got emotional last.
Okay.
What about you?
Right. I'm gonna say this because this is how I was raised and conditioned, but I have my own relationship with God. But I was shown it and they lived it. Okay. Now, I've dealt with guys, and don't take it personal because I only deal with men in my industry. And these were African American guys that had millions of dollars worth of equipment. All right. But you know what I found out, the common denominator that was lacking?
That they were lacking?
Pardon?
You said that they were lacking, or?
That they were lacking.
Okay.
You know, I'm a researcher and.
Yes, you are. You're the right side of the brain.
Okay. So when I dealt with them, and I'm going to say this because it's true, they were making their money off of drugs, right? But the thing that was lacking, they had like $200 million worth of revenues for an 8-month construction season. But guess what they didn't know? What? The majority of it. God. So that's why I said, pardon?
And it will be taken away.
And that's what happened. They lost everything.
Yep.
So I teach biblical prosperity because I feel if we knew the promises of God, and I'm talking about what I've been doing for a long time, once people find out that God promises wealth and cattle and health and prosperity, then they don't want to sell their bodies and their souls. Okay? I'm talking from experience. So that's my number one, the spiritual part.
Yeah.
The rest, I guess it's a gift from God that you got to endure mental. But if you stay prayed up, that's what happens with your spirit. Stay in touch with your higher power, which is God for me. Everything else comes in the past. Seek first the kingdom and all else will come to pass. Amen. That's me. Okay. I like you said, I ain't pushing it on nobody.
It's a disclaimer.
But guess what? If it ain't broke, I ain't trying to fix it. Right. Okay, you guys. So you got to ask yourself, do you have WAP? Now remember, we're not talking about Cardi B's version of WAP, because that will only get you so far in life. Again, do you have WAP? Do you have wealth, assets, and prosperity? And remember, I'm not talking, put this disclaimer out there too. We're not talking about Cardi B's version of WAP, because that will only get you so far in life, ladies and gentlemen. Goes back to what I just said. Yep. Right? That's what she just said. So there you have it. I know a lot of you are probably like, well, I'm gonna get on here and see what Capri Secret is. Or, you know what they probably think. Fooled ya. Anybody that know me should have known that I was not getting on here talking about anything related to Cardi B. If you thought that, if you thought that, then you really don't know me like you think you do. So, what you laughing at me? Cause I wouldn't be on here with you. I would have had you on here talking about it. No. What? No, you wouldn't say anything. So what do you think? You with all my heart, but I don't think so. I'm about to get on here and talk about what's her name? Cardi B whopping. No Cardi B whopping. Well, I'm gonna give y'all my version of Cardi B. We told you what WAP is. Wealth, assets, prosperity. Make sure you do what you need to do to achieve them. Remember, with wealth, if you're wealthy, that means you're an investor. You don't need to get up every day and go make that money. Your money's gonna make the money for you. That's what they say. So when you hear these young ladies saying, I'm about to go get that bag, they're not wealthy. You don't have to go get the bag if you was wealthy. No offense to everybody. But assets, you wanna make sure you accumulate
appreciating assets, not some of my muscles. Appreciating assets, not depreciating assets. So all those expensive cars, the values depreciate, you guys. Can you leave that to your son, your daughter? No. No, it's not gonna be worth anything by the time they turn 16. The value's gone. Got it? Unless it's like a what do you call those? Antique. Last but not least, prosperity. You need to make sure you have your domains of resilience, spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. When you put all these things in alignment, then you can have WAP. So that's coming from me to you, not Cardi B. That's my version of it. So make sure you tune in next week. Hey, I need you to also like, comment, share, and download my app, Capri Trevelyan, so you can be a winner for our trip to Vegas. I'll show you guys that commercial again. But make sure you like, comment, and share our Wealth Wednesdays. And last but not least, download my app. We'll see you next Wednesday, 6:30, I'm sorry, 7:30 Eastern. It was a joy. Make that money, don't let that money make you. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Brown. And that come from old school. That's what the girl said in Diamond in Players Club.
You silly. Yeah.
All right, see y'all. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.